Hi guys, Iron Cameraman here. Judging from the latest news, the last part of episode 73 is going to be super intriguing. But for some reason, a lot of people drew their conclusions very superficially without going into details. However, as with all the old Boom's leaks, there's a different meaning hidden in it than you might think at first glance. And even more, today I will tell you not only about this news, but we will also talk about the 74 episode, as I promised you yesterday. And traditionally, you will learn my version of the future of the series, where I will tell you how the events will take place in the final part of 73 episode, taking into account this leak. And at the very end of the video, I will tell you when the episode will be released. So be sure to put like and do not rewind to not miss anything. Anyways, here we go. Let's start with the fact that in the first, Boom decided to show the leak for the new episode in his Twitter account. Because of this, at first, many people didn't believe that it was an official footage. However, it turned out to be true. I checked the link myself. The tweet was official. And because of this fact, I already have questions for the leak. Because before we had at least an idea of what we can expect from a particular leak only by its source. And this time, since the tweet as a source was used for the first time, we don't have the experience on our hands to properly interpret what this frame might mean. But according to some other evidence, G-Man will be able to get out of this claw again. In fact, this is the third time this has happened. If the first time he was saved by scientists, and the second time he was able to escape on his own, then the third time, it's more logical to assume that someone will save him again, since usually Dafuk Boom makes everything cyclical. And in this case, we're not even talking about some Skibidi Toilet ally, but Cameraman Titan. Yes, he himself may not willingly let G-Man live, for I'll remind you that this arm used to belong to Astro Toilet, and even more so was already under G-Man's control even then. But it would be too obvious, because we have already seen it in 72 episode, so I think Dafuk Boom will play this plot twist either later, or on Cameraman this trap will work in a different way. And let me tell you a secret. Before this first leak came out, I even created this illustration to show you how I roughly envision this event. And to be honest, this video was originally supposed to be about episode 74, but the release of this leak completely changed my plans, and I realized that my expectations may happen faster than I expected. As you can see, I even added a TV Man Titan sword to Cameraman Titan, as I am sure there will be something so unexpected in episode 74 that even at the mere thought, you will find it hard to believe. I tried to make in this fake leak as much as possible the most terrible version of the development of events. For the same purpose, I created this leak, where all Titans are dead, but by chance this leak was shown by my friend to his friend, who spread this information all over the internet earlier than I planned. But that's okay. The important thing is that you understand what I want to convey. The last time Dafuk intrigued as much before the episode was before episode 70. And there, as you remember, the scientist died. And also, Plunger, with Dark Speaker Man. In this one, all details point to someone from the Titans will die, or G-Man himself. And so because of this belief of mine, I am maximally interested in what Dafuk has in store for us in part 2 of episode 73. And by the way, we should not forget about the second storyline. For as you know, I like to discuss the regular agents as well, not just the huge characters. And after G-Man took down TV Woman and Camera Woman revealed her past, the Discord servers have been abuzz with theories from viewers about a love triangle. When I heard about it, at first I didn't understand what it was about, and where they even found a double love triangle, and most importantly, between which characters. But when I found out the details, it turned out to be a very logical assumption. So as far as we know, Camera Woman is a person in the past, namely Kathy, and Plunger is also a person, namely Dave. If they were a couple in the past, as I've proven repeatedly in past analyses, then that would explain why, in episode 57, TV Woman saved Plunger first and not Simp Cameraman, and their injuries were about the same. Because Plunger is, it turns out, her friend's boyfriend. But that's basically what we knew without episode 73, that Simp Cameraman was a little unlucky with love. What is more funny The authors of this theory interpret the events in a different way, and according to their observations, it turns out that TV Woman also has unrequited love because Plunger chose Camera Woman and not her. It sounds like nonsense, but when you think about it a little deeper, it becomes more clear where most viewers get this opinion from. Let's move to episode 66. There we see the TV Woman looking at him angrily, while Camera Woman supports her partner with 2 trademark likes. And in episode 57, she saves him instead of simp because she is secretly in love but doesn't want to ruin her relationship with her friend, and so she hides it. Another fun fact is that even Speaker Man had a love in the form of Dark Speaker Man. We can notice this in these shots from Camera Woman's flashback, where you can see her crying over his death. We also see him fighting together with her on multiple occasions. And that brings me to another possibility. What if TV Woman had love, but unfortunately, that agent is no longer alive? And about this sad story of hers, Dafuk Boom will tell us about it later, where she will show her memories. But that's my take on it. Let's go back to the viewer's theory. Besides these facts, they also told me other things. Both Plunger and TV Woman did some absolutely crazy things. For example, Dave single-handedly wanted to take out the army in episode 50, and TV Woman wanted to unwind G-Man with a broken fake scientist. They were both constantly saving agents at the last minute and so on. Long story short, it felt like there was some chemistry between them. I don't even know what to say. I hope Dafuk Boom will tell us more about TV Woman's past in the future so we know the truth, because it's very hard to find the truth with such guesses. Anyway, I personally love to make theories and read them. If you do too, go to our Discord server. There is a lot of such goodness there. The link is in the description. By the way, friends, there is good news about our experiment. For newbies, I will tell you that in honor of April 1, I created this leak with Cameraman Titan to check how much it will spread. So it turned out that this leak was even taken by YouTuber Mix, who has 9 million subscribers. But as you remember, initially I didn't even expect my experiment to be so successful. In addition, I have the highest number of views in the history of the channel, so I'm very grateful for your support. And at the end, let's talk about the release date. Dafuk Boom already told Databayo that he will try to release part 2 of episode 73 by the end of the month, but he didn't promise anything. I was sure then that he will release it early next month, as he usually always tries to do it perfectly, and because of that, he postpones it for later. But since the first leak has already been released, it turns out that there is no denying that he can make it to April 30th. I would also like to remind about his legendary phrase that we are not ready for the future of the series. So no matter how crazy my latest theories seem to you, know that I make them so, because I try to take into account this phrase of his. And while we wait for the new episodes, I suggest you check out my other videos that have surfaced. Bye.